from there we go to the Jeremiah's symbolic acts. And remember in the examination when you ask about symbolic acts, these are symbolic acts concerning judgment and what? Punishment. There are other symbolic acts, but these ones are concerning judgment and what? Punishment. You're being judged and punished. So what is a symbolic act? It is a demonstration. Yes. It is a demonstration to pass on God's message. You demonstrate something. That is a symbol. No one is going to ask you what a symbolic act is. You're supposed just to know it is a demonstration in order to pass God's message. So Jeremiah demonstrated the following acts. He performed the following acts. Number one, there was the linen waistcloth, Jeremiah's personal life, Jeremiah's visit to the potter's house. There was the broken earthen flask, the vision of 2 baskets of figs, the wooden ox yoke, and the parable of the wineskin and jars. So we start with the linen waistcloth. We read Jeremiah. Nani alikuwa mwisho kusoma? Jeremiah chapter 13 verse 1 to 11. The linen waistcloth. We read. Jeremiah chapter 13 verse 1 to 11.
So I rose and whispered according to the word of the Lord and put it on my right. And the word of the Lord came to me at the second time. Take the waistcloth which you have brought, which is upon your waist, and arrive. Lord, may you and I put there in advance of the Lord. So I went and told it by the many as the Lord commanded me. And after many days the Lord said to me, arise, go to Tibet and take from there the waistcloth which I commanded you to hide there.
Then I went to the entrance and took the waistcloth from the place where I had hidden it. And beyond the waistcloth was oil. It was good for nothing. Then the word of the Lord came to me.
Even so I will sold the bread for you and the bread.
No, you've gone ahead. It's past. You are supposed to reach verse 11. So what Jeremiah was told to go and buy a linen waistcloth. After he bought it, he was supposed to wear it. Wear it for some time, and then it was not supposed to touch water. What does it mean? He was not supposed to do what? Yes, to wash it. And then after a while, he was told to go remove it and hide it in a cleft of a rock. Naona pale chini ya, to hide it there. What is the meaning? When he was told to buy the linen waistcloth, ni kama vile unaambiwa ununue undergarment, si ndio? Unaivaa alafu imechafuka na uifui alafu Mungu anakuambia uende uizike mahali chini ya jiwe. Hujaifua. So what does it mean? When he bought the linen waistcloth, it symbolized purity. It was pure. It was clean. And then putting it on now, it symbolized there was a close relationship between the people of Judah and God. A very close relationship. And then after a while, he was told before he was told to go and remove it. Remember, he was told not to. The linen waistcloth was not supposed to touch what? Water. It means it was very dirty, right? These people were full of sins. Full of sins, and they did not repent. That's why it was dirty. It did not touch water. It was dirty. They did not repent. And then when they were told to go and hide it, it was told to go and hide it at the cleft of the rock. It was told that the people of Judah will be what? Destroyed. They will be destroyed. They will be punished by God because they did not repent their sins. So that's all what it meant. The linen waistcloth. You see why you are being told? You are being told to learn English because you're supposed to explain that from your head in the examination. Remember when he was told, there's something I forgot to mention. When he was told to go and hide the linen waistcloth under our cleft of a rock, it was near river what? Euphrates. You have to mention the river Euphrates so that the examiner can know that you remember. Don't forget that. So when I come back, we are going to talk about Jeremiah's personal what? Life, whereby he was told not to marry or not to go to any party, not to go for any celebration. What it is symbolized, and then you go to the potter's house. Are we together?
Yeah.
Yes.